Hey everybody, welcome back to the next Dark Souls 3 episode. Now, unfortunately, we were talking about something very interesting in this last episode that one of us did not want aired, so it had to be unanimous to air it, and it's a little bit of a hot topic, so it was not unanimous, I just wanted to let you guys know that in that episode we did beat Pontiff Sullivan. Actually, Sir Nathan did it in just 2 tries, but other than that, we did not make any more progress, and I just want to bring you guys back up to the speed at this point because it would be untruthful to tell you what we have not done. So, thank you guys very much, and I hope you guys enjoy the episode. Did you guys know that lamps in video games actually use real electricity?
Consciously, I suppose I know that.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, they do.
Just like the rest of the game uses electricity.
Yeah. So they use real electricity.
It's true.
Welcome back to Dark Souls, everybody.
We're back.
The
We
Silver
beat
Knight's lightning spear also uses real electricity.
Yes,
He sure fucking does.
He's also stabbing.
Which means that the electricity running through my house is currently powering this man's spear.
My headphones disconnected, or maybe I've got it all wrong here on.
It might just have
It could very much well be that.
busted ear.
But if that's the case, I can hear.
Oh,
That's good.
Well, I was saying that as to give you my headphones
I mean,
if you
like,
need my headphones.
I really, hearing is not that. I can watch this, see this maneuver.
Can you hear now?
I can.
Oh, there you go.
He's got the busted pair on.
Well, yeah, I'm not a studio man. I don't have like 7 different pairs of headphones. I have the ones
a studio man, and I've only got the one.
I have broken pairs and my pair I use currently. And the broken pairs still work. They're just finicky.
I think we can actually assemble a gradient of headphones where you have the 2 models that come before mine.
Yeah, probably.
Both of those are Audio Technicas, and I know I got some.
Because they're the best kind. I tried Sennheisers. That was my first pair, and
Sennheisers are good cheap
they're
shit.
They're nice, but they wasn't quite what I was looking for. But I kept them for a while until they crapped out on me. I still have them somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's the same issue with one ear being a piece of shit and the other one being fine.
That may or may not be due to a short, and there might just be some soldering bullshit that you can do in order to fix that. But then again, it's like a $20 pair
What the
of
fuck
headphones.
are you doing?
Finding illusory walls,
Looking
bitch.
around,
You're being crazy,
Falling
man.
off the map.
You haven't lived unless you've fallen off every map. I do that
Hey,
in
look,
Spyro all the time.
I don't think there's anything over there, actually. It looked like there was, but that was just a slightly weirdly illuminated.
Oh, wait,
wall.
there's a leak. You can see it right there in the floor.
That's what I
Like
saw.
right
Yeah, I
there.
can
Yep.
see it.
Nice job.
Well, you are very high up.
Every once in a while, there's a little bit of polish missing. I know of one right over here.
Well, the cool thing about Dark Souls is no matter where you are, you can see where you've been. I love the scalability of it.
Oh, yeah.
You can look down and that's, you were fighting all that shit down there. It's what I love about Dark Souls.
You ready for this? You ready for this one, gents?
Oh, you're going to do the tower thing?
No, look at this right here. Look at that. Look at that on the floor right there.
Yeah, I saw that.
What? Wait, what?
The weird snow texture.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I see it.
All hexagonal shaped.
You gotta really be looking, though, man. That's like a really,
I noticed it earlier and I didn't say anything.
Dark Souls 3, I gave it a 3 out of 10.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Nah.
I thought you were...
Just making a joke about them having a few sloppy textures here and there.
That's fine. Graphics shouldn't make up how much you enjoy a game. That's why I enjoy a lot of old games still.
That's why I still like Lisa the Painful.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the game looks like Charlie Brown as drawn by a sociopath.
Trying to think about what that would be. Snoopy would just be a fucking mutant hound
Yeah.
eating the flesh of those lesser than himself.
I think the first boss that you fought in that game was a dog. It was like the first enemy. Yeah, you had to fight the dog in order to free Terry Hinds.
Yeah, something like that.
Right at the very beginning. Did you ever play Lisa?
Yes.
The currency is porno mags.
Yeah.
I didn't know what you were talking about at first. I must not have heard the word Lisa, or I probably wouldn't know what you
He said Lisa the Painful, so you might have...
yeah.
A lot of people
There
just know it
was-
as Lisa.
Well, there was a game called Lisa that came before that. Lisa
Right.
the Painful is actually a sequel.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did not know that. See, I thought we were talking about different games.
No, we're talking about the same game. It's just that the original game, Lisa, was an RPG Maker game that came out before Lisa the Painful.
Ah.
And then there was Lisa the Joyful, which was the sequel that was promised in Kickstarter. Which I guess was also pretty good. Not as good as the Painful, but still really good.
I love and hate Kickstart culture.
Yeah, I totally get what you're talking about.
Because at one hand, you'll have someone who's got like a really bombshell idea, but they have no money backing it whatsoever. And then the other hand, you have this guy who just posts a picture of Dutch Vanderlyn from Red Dead Redemption 2 saying, I have a plan, I just need money, and people will actually give money for no fucking reason other than to meme. Which, whatever, it's your fucking money. But still.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that thing breathes cursey
Oh
juice.
god, how many legs does it have? And they're all going in different directions.
How many legs does it need to function?
Oh god, it's like a weird
Curse.
spider.
Hollowing.
Oh, I hate it.
It is what is everything wrong with the world.
It's like a weird contortionist man spider.
There's some weird enemies in Dark Souls.
I'm fine with that.
Cat spider.
Cat spider. Isn't that just the cat from Alice in Wonderland? It's cat spider. Pops up wherever the fuck he wants.
The Cheshire
The
Cat?
Cheshire cat. I love that fucking thing. You bashed its poor kitty face in!
Nice.
You're an animal crueltist.
Crueltist.
You're an animal crueltist. Open your big goddamn golden door. Who knew the Pope had this much strength?
The Pope be swole.
Pope has the strength of God and anime on his side.
God damn it. Did they ever make an anime about the Pope? Surely they have.
Dude, if not, Rising of the Shield Hero has like the best Pope ever. You might die. He's got red eyes.
He does have red eyes.
He's a mean boy.
True.
Well, the Hellscape claimed another victim today. It's that poor man's fucking eyes.
What you got out here? Oh,
Soul
cool.
of a crestfallen knight.
So, Nathan, you were really worried about Pontiff. Are you really worried about Aldrich?
I imagine Aldrich will spank me more times than Pontiff did.
Because you beat Pontiff on your second try.
Yes, it's interesting. Because Pontiff is hard. It's just the way it is, man. But I beat it. And now I don't usually consider Aldrich to be hard, even though Aldrich is hard, and I'm going to lose a lot.
I mean, it's a Dark Souls game, so it fucking better be.
Aldrich, the only move I remember really getting me was the arrow rain.
Yes, the arrow rain is very obnoxious.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can think of that would.
I don't even know why I'm doing this, because I definitely need to go get more Estuses before I go fight Aldrich.
Just raw dog it, dude.
Trash
Go for it.
bags.
I guess so.
Prove me wrong. Even though I'm totally in agreement and believing you. Come on. Fight worm lady number 5.
This is a dude.
Fight worm dude number 5. Looks awfully effeminate. Oh, he's gonna start right off with the fucking arrow rain bullshit.
It does kind of look like he's wearing a dress there.
Yeah, I always thought it was a woman, but you know, that's
Fun
just me.
fact, the reason he looks like a woman is because he ate Gwendolyn. I believe it was, yes, I believe it was Gwendolyn.
Head a sack. Everyone knows that's the Grundle.
There's no freaking
You get a homeward bone out of there?
Going to, I think it's gonna die instead.
Well, you have 58,000 souls. You don't want to protect that? Nope, you're just going to take the arrows.
He's gonna go back. And get
Aldrich
himself.
ate Gwendolyn, who looked like that.
It looks awfully like a woman, that's all I'm saying.
Gwendolyn was
Chick
a
that was in
man.
Bloodborne.
He was the son of Gwen, but he was raised as a daughter.
Say that again. What?
Gwendolyn was the son of Gwen. Who is
Gwendolyn
the god of
was the
sunlight,
son,
who was raised as a daughter.
but was raised as a daughter. Oh, so either way, it's a dude.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's what I was like, what the fuck did you just say? You really think you're going to get by that? Okay, that was that easy.
Yeah. You really think you can? Oh, okay.
Well, I was like, damn, that actually was
It's
very
like my
anticlimactic.
first rodeo.
Are you ready to ember up?
I'm ready to get
Embered up.
smacked.
Get your shit pushed in.
Look out.
Oh, you punk.
Wow, you just lost 58,000 souls.
Oh,
Fuck. Boof. That was at least 2 levels, man.
That is more than that.
I don't know how
Probably
far
at
you
least
are along
4.
on that, actually. I haven't really been paying attention to the leveling.
It's 3. Probably 4.
Well, which is it?
Probably 4.
What about 15?
Not 15.
Why not?
that shit's evil, fam.
Not that big of a deal. As we progress, 58,000 souls will mean less and less.
Yeah, like on your second fucking run, when like it takes 180,000 just to level up once. Although at that point you have the Soul Cinder armor, and it's fine. That armor is the best armor in the game. You gonna fight me
That's
on that?
subjective.
I was gonna say, you gonna fight me on that?
Statistically, I don't think it is. I think probably Havel's armor is.
Yeah, but Havel's armor is already behind a secret locked door that not a lot of first-time players would know about.
It's not behind a locked door.
The Dragon Peak is a locked door,
I
man.
know, I guess the Dragon Peak.
Yeah, and that's where he is he not?
We're gonna kill the nameless king.
I know. I wouldn't have it any other way.
But
And
I
I'll
have
show
to
you.
get the great shields first.
Dude, I raw dogged him and beat him on my first try. I don't know if it was a fluke or not, but he was real easy. But I know he's considered one of the hardest.
He's considered the hardest boss in the
Base.
vanilla game.
Yeah. I guess stay near
Who
his
was the
Grundle.
lady that you fought in Bloodborne where she turns into a werewolf or some shit?
Meredith the Unholy.
Vicar Amelia.
Yes, it's Vicar Amelia.
I just spat out a name. I've never played Bloodborne.
Very close, no.
Meredith the Unholy.
Yeah, that sounds exactly.
That's one of the characters I made up for my D&D campaign.
Oh, God damn it.
Never played D&D.
It's a lot of fun. I don't know if you'd enjoy it because it's a lot of math, but you know, it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Literally all of my friends play D&D, and I'm sure it's just a matter of, like, finding some people to play it with.
Yeah,
But, like,
it's a multitude of elements. You got to have, first off, a DM that's actually invested in both you, your character, and the story he's making. Secondly, you have to have players that are invested and actually want to drive the story to something that is entertainable. Because, you know, the DM can only do so much, you know, he or she has so much he's got to, like, point up and, you know, have alternatives to alternatives in case someone decides to go down a path that they fucking just found because you're improvising.
See, my shit was more the fact that I have to wait in between everybody's turns and then remember where I am.
Yeah, that's also fair.
The reason why I didn't like playing it is just because I am so incredibly stupid. I got square brain and I'm really impatient. Which is probably why I like video games.
I would have to have my hand held in a major way.
How so?
So I would have to be like, okay, it's now your turn. Do exactly what I tell you to do.
Well, see, that's not fun, though.
I mean, like, as far as rolling and shit. Like, I could probably come up with some fun things, but
I mean, as long as you have a DM that's willing to work with you, you can pretty much do whatever you
what do you
want.
think means?
Well, would you like me to explain it to you? Because
Bring me on a magical journey.
it's not that hard. You see, I guess this is just going to be the D&D lesson.
This will be the D&D episode.
So when you're making your character, you have, you know, your choice of, firstly, what race you'd like to be, and me knowing you, I believe you'd want to be a dwarf. Yeah, so dwarves are really good at being either barbarians, they're okay at being paladins. I wouldn't recommend them be paladins, but they're better at it than some other classes.
Healing mace boys.
Yes. Clerics, that's an okay for a dwarf. They make good rangers. I mean, anybody makes a good ranger, for being honest. Anyone can be a fighter. I wouldn't recommend being a fighter because they're shit. If you want to be a fighter, be a fucking paladin. It's the same goddamn thing, but with magic.
Magic is lame.
Well, you say that, and then, you know, in your later levels, you're going to be like, I really need a magic sword. So you have to pick your race. So I'm assuming you want to be a dwarf, and then you have to pick the class that you want. And some people do homebrews, some people stick to the handbook, which I would prefer people stick to the handbook because those homebrews get real crazy when you get on higher levels and you don't know what the fuck's going on with your character.
Yeah.
And you can also multi-class, so you can always take a level in paladin and then also take a level in ranger in your next level, so you get their skills as well. But basically, all these classes have their own sets of skills and shit that you can specialize in, and obviously certain classes are better mixed together than others. And this boils down to your character. Now, after you have all that shit basically assigned to yourself, you're going to roll. I don't remember if it's d20s. You're going to roll die. No, I think they're d6s actually. Yeah, you roll 3 d6s and have your attributes. So you have strength, dex, intelligence, wisdom, charisma.
You did.
You did it! It's because I was teaching you! And I believed. Hey, look, I've never beaten them because I didn't play it on this console. So yeah, you would determine your character through all those attributes and those rolls. A lot of the times you'll be able to... wow, you got 54. You're back where you started on Souls!
There you go.
Thank God.
I think you might be missing a 0.
No, don't worry.
No, I don't think it was that high. So yeah, those would be all the basic things to make your character, and then after that, it's just simply bringing you into the campaign somehow. So like, we could start the campaign in a dwarven fortress, and you just obviously be there. It can't not make sense, or it could, it depends on what type of campaign you're playing. If it's not meant to make sense, you drop in through a fucking hole in the ceiling. Who fucking cares? But yeah, it's a lot of fun. You have to have a group of people that are not good at improv, but okay at it, to where it's entertaining. And yeah, I mean, I hold my players' hands a lot because there's a lot of rules, there's a lot of shit, and it's just nuts. Anyway, doesn't matter. Ooh, you gonna give them your souls?
I'm going to eat them if they don't make a thing that's useful to me, which I don't think either of these people's do.
Yeah, I wouldn't think that either.
Back when Blaine was still here, I went to one of his birthday parties, and it was me and Cameron and like a bunch of Blaine's buddies, and they were all playing D&D.
Yeah.
And I just really didn't care that much about it, but I guess at one point Cameron had to leave, but I was still there, so he just gave me his character.
Oh.
Yeah. And he was like, all you need to do is punch this guy. Every time they go to you, just tell him that you punched the man. And then they'll roll damage based on how hard you punch the guy. And I was like, okay. And then I sat there and I listened to what everybody would say, and then they would get to me and I'd be like, yes, I punched the man. And then they would roll some die, and I would indeed punch the man. And I was like, yeah, this is just riveting.
Again, yeah, you have to have your own play style and stuff. Like, you have to make it fun for yourself.
I was also 14, and I'd probably have like such a different attitude to it now. I could easily. There was also that, and then there was the time Jeez, did I ever talk about my Juggalo buddies in?
What?
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. So here's the deal.
Insane clown policy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because here's the deal. I used to DJ there for a while, probably like 4 years ago. And I DJ'd one particular party that was in Springfield. It was it the Hip Hop Heat Wave? No, that was something later.
Hip Hop Heat Wave.
It was some deal that they had going on at the Black Sheep, and I brought my own setup, and I noticed these two dudes, and they had kind of like this. They had this really kind of clean flow, but one of them had the face paint, the makeup. Like clown face shit.
Oh, yeah?
But he was like a chopper, man. He had some fucking skills on him. And I went and talked to the people after the show, and I was like, yeah, you guys kind of kicked ass there. And they're like, yeah, we were going to say the same thing about you, but it seems like the rest of the people in there really didn't understand what you were trying to do. And it was and I totally don't blame him, because I was DJing like neuro-funkin' shit. Like, the person who organized this group was like, all right, what X does this normally perform at this venue? And they were like, oh, we got this one guy who's a DJ. And they were like, book him. I don't give a shit. And nobody bothered to tell the guy. It's like, oh, by the way, he doesn't DJ anything that you would be like really into.
It's not a DJ of like punk pop shit that you hear on the radio.
It's not hip hop DJ. He doesn't do turntablism or anything like that. He's a fucking. He does weird neurofunk and dark electronic shit. So they booked me for this big rap thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it was me. It was me in a crowd, and everybody was looking at me like, "What the fuck is this kid doing?" And then I stepped up and I just cranked my shit, and then everybody was like, "Oh, that's what he's doing." And I don't think I got anybody dancing around, but they all had their eyes on me the entire time, and I had their attention, but nobody was moving around. It was like a really bizarre setup. Wasn't necessarily a bad show, I gotta say. But like, that's where I got meeted up with these guys, and they had this group called For the People, and they were in Jacksonville, and some of the people were juggalos, but they were all very nerdy. And one of them in particular was a DM, and they like to run their own Dungeons and Dragons campaigns and shit. They would, if they couldn't do it somewhere, they would do it like over Skype or Discord or some shit like that.
Yeah, a lot of people are really committed to it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do. I would, unless it's in person. I don't want to do it.
Well, that's the thing. I went and drove down there after we had performed a couple of shows, and I had gotten tight with a couple of the dudes. I drove down there, and we were gonna have this thing, and then like right as they were supposed to start it, they ended up like postponing it, and I was like, "Fuck! I drove all the way down here."
That sucks.
It does suck, but I got to talk with my buddy Archie. He's a cool guy.
From the comics?
No.
Damn it!
He's a nerd
I've
rapper.
always wanted to meet Archie from the comics.
He's a nerd rapper. He did a song called Nintendo that was pretty fucking lit. I really enjoyed it. They're real fun people to hang out with. They're just they live in a particularly bad neighborhood, and they threw some really fucking devious ass house parties that I attended a couple of times.
Devious Ass, that's the name of the band right there.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it was like the episode before last we were talking about like pot brownies. It's like those were the people that I was talking about that I had been around who had done the edibles and shit.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess there was edibles at this particular party. And I didn't partake at all. Like I was in the circle, but I just let it pass me by. And none of them really, they were like, whatever. They were all pretty cool about me not smoking the ganj with them. But they were pretty fun to hang out with. Got exposed to a lot of new weird music that I never would have heard of otherwise. It was a good time. Hung out with a bunch of drunk people.
Jesus.
Where was I going? Oh yeah, but those guys played D&D, and I almost got to play D&D with them, and then fucking forces beyond my control came in and stepped in and basically said, "You can't do that."
God
really
said,
sucks.
"No, stop practicing your Satanism."
Because I think that was probably like the last time I hung out with those dudes. No, the last time I hung out with them was in Beardstown. We had a show in Beardstown. I had to bring my own setup for that as well. That was a really big day for me. This is before I started. This is before I was working at Best Buy. I was working for the state, and I had to bring my entire setup with me to work that day. So that as soon as I left work, I can drive all the way to Beardstown, which is like a fucking 1.5 hour long trip east, and then do the show and then drive back home. It was a really big fucking day, and it kind of killed me.
I bet.
I was really spent at the end of it.
8-hour day and then go DJing.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, I almost got into a fist fight with this other dude there, though.
What?
He wasn't a guy that was in...
Oh, shit! You are now a hot dog.
He wasn't a guy that was...
as bad as it looked like it was going to be.
Oh, God. He wasn't a guy that was in For the People. There's this other group in Quincy called KMF, Crazy Misunderstood Family. And there's this dude in their crew who's this drunken asshole who every time I bring my shit to one of their shows, he wants to hop on it and show me what he can do. And it's like, motherfucker, we've done this before. You don't know how my shit works. So he's like, no, man, I totally do. I've been practicing. I'm like, oh, really? You realize this stuff's mine, right? And like, we're in the middle of a show here. And if you don't know what you're doing, you're going to bring the show to like a grinding halt until you can figure it out. And he's like, yeah, but I'll totally figure it out. And I was like, all right. Hey, is it cool if he comes over here and does this? And I guess the people in his crew were like, yeah, sure. I guess if guess if you want him to do that. And I was like, all right, have at it, big boy. And for the next 15 fucking minutes, dead silence in the venue while this fucking meth addict was behind my board, like, what am I gonna... Like, just trying to figure shit out, and I'm just sitting there looking at him like, oh man, how do I ain't fucking telling you. You better get it figured out. We got people out there, and they're depending on you. They were depending on me, but I guess they're depending on you now. Keep the party moving, man. This is your job. You signed up for this. You begged me for this. And he was real adamant about doing shit like that. And I think it was one of the guys from
Jump
his
scare
crew came up after me after the show and was like, yeah, thanks for putting up with that guy. I don't really know what to fucking do about him. I was like, oh,
well, I mean, you called his bluff.
I did, but the problem is that the fucking party suffered for it, and that's kind of the point.
Well,
that was
make your goddamn point, man.
That was the D-Spills and Manic tour. They were the headliners, and they did pretty fucking good. Basically, everybody before the show would give me their set list on a flash drive, and I'd plug it into my computer, and I would have some little set that I do in order to get everybody warmed up that was mostly neurofunk, and then after that it was nothing but rap from when they started until like 11 o'clock at night, I want to say. That was a long fucking day, man. As much of it as a pain in the ass as that was, I'm glad I did it, and I'm certainly glad it's over.
Nathan,
you've changed weapons.
I was going to say, why did you switch literally everything?
What?
You've literally switched every piece of what you were using.
Huh?
Well, I was bullshitting about D&D and Juggalo.
Those witches are literally the worst thing ever. I hate them so much.
I'm not a big fan.
Don't let her brand you. That's how you become her simp.
You also have way less health now. Like half the amount of health.
Yeah, they do that. That's the thing they do.
That's the worst.
It's not great.
How
It
did
is
that...
nice to see your health bar go all the way back up after it's been a while. I hate that they scream.
Is that what they do? They just lower your health bar while they're near you?
So what happens is while you take damage from them, they also decrease your health bar.
They've got like a magic lamp.
Yeah.
And the magic lamp decreases your health bar.
And yeah, it's the worst.
This is a callback to a previous episode where we discussed
how you can tell
you can
because
tell
the
which
lighting's
ones are
different.
enemies, just like in an old Scooby-Doo.
Yeah. Because they've
I
colored
can tell
the
what's
things that
gonna
move differently.
So why the sudden appeal to the Exile Greatsword, by the way?
Because it's better.
Well, then why have we been using a club this whole time?
What?
You bastard! I can kill bosses with this. No, I was like, I'm not saying you can't. You know what? I'm going to use it the whole game. Okay. I think you just lost your bluff there.
None of this matters because all of these weapons are temporary.
What's the final weapon then?
Only time will tell.
Time will tell what questions evade us.
Yeah.
Theater of the Dead.
Did he cock block you while you were charging up that bullshit?
It's okay, I've got boys. Got
Yeah,
boys for
that means
days.
that he can't fucking get mooched. That's when people touch the grundle but don't make you move, you see?
So that was used.
Poison in real life is like someone trying to jump scare you, but you not actually doing it.
Popping them right in the face as soon as they
Something
do it.
like that, or just not reacting at all.
Yeah. Like that time when we were playing Resident Evil 2, and the liquor comes down right in front of me. Ah! Bam!
You shot before you screamed, which is what made it funny.
Yeah.
Damn, Nathan, you're clearing the sails.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Yeah. Did you ever see like the clip of that dude doing that soundbite?
No.
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Real trap shit.
No, I have
Never
not.
saw that?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, to be honest.
I guess it was like a radio DJ or some shit like that talking about trap music. And his voice has been sampled in pretty much every trap song. But they found the clip of the guy actually recording that particular line, and it's like the whitest dude on the face of the planet.
Naturally.
Just growling really heavy into the microphone. Damn, son, where'd you find this? And it's just like a 10-second little clip of him doing shit like that. And it's like...
Prepare for the bleed.
Legendary.
Struck by the magic maggot man.
I hate it.
Magic Maggot Man. May he live in infamy.
Giving me the business in a major way.
Yeah, I love listening to him like...
That is like my least favorite thing on any audio-based show is
What,
when somebody
maggots?
starts... No, when somebody just starts doing moist mouth noises. Like, Aaron does that on Game Grumps, and it actually really fucking gets on my nerves. Because they've got really good mics, and they sit really close to him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, this isn't asthma, please stop. Like, and he'll just
Hey,
start
it's the
doing
ASMR. Hit him up with the
Ow.
ASMR, man. Quick, make this motherfucker bleed from his ears.
Hit him with the hurt juice.
Why am I going over here?
Ow.
Well, she's taking your health, so you better figure it out.
Ow.
She's taking your bar, not your actual health.
Kill her.
I'm panic reacting.
I'm panic reacting. Just stand in a dark, moist corner for 5 seconds. It'll come back. Like my will to live and all that shit, you know? It'll come back.
Here it comes.
There you go.
I
Stand
hear
in
that baby. I hear that
Yeah.
freaking baby face thing.
She
Look,
won't
there
charge
it is
at
over
you.
there.
Just murder it.
Legitimately the
Oh,
scariest
what
thing
am I
in video
seeing?
game history. I
What
hate
am I
that
seeing?
thing.
You're seeing
Oh,
an
that's
abortion
what that
turned
is.
bat
I
demon.
don't like it.
Oh, I hate
You know,
it.
you don't want to kill it?
No, I don't want anything to do with it, frankly.
Well,
No,
kill
I
it. It gives you an
hate
item.
it.
It gives you some of the good
Does
sucky
it
item.
give me an item? I don't
Yeah, it gives
care.
you an item.
I don't want it.
I don't care. I don't want it. Noah, your
Let's-
tactics do not
I
make
don't
me
want
feel
it.
good. Go fuck
I want
yourself.
it.
Stay away from it.
I don't even feel like that sword's very sharp at all. It's just a big, dull rust blade. Jailbreaker key. What does that one do? I forgot about that one.
Opens locked doors.
Thank you for that kind, insightful little
But
perception.
you asked. I don't know what you want me to say.
Oh, so now you are going to kill it? Gives you an item.
You lied to
Or
me.
it
I know, I just wanted you to
fucking
kill it.
You're a monster.
I may be a monster, but that thing was an actual monster, so sue me.
Kill an innocent child.
That wasn't a child. That was a monster. The Witcher would agree that was a monster.
Did you already kill it? Oh,
Don't
God.
spit your.
Oh,
my
no,
goodness,
she
there's
ain't
a
dead
couple
yet.
of them.
It's okay. They're
Nice.
fine. They're dead.
Everything's fine.
The witch, the simp witches are dead.
Ah! Stop.
I feel like that's all the dungeon is just like you turn a corner and you get gang banged by something.
Yeah. If anything's going to be capable of gangbanging you, it's this weird cage beast thing.
Why
with
don't
all
even
the
do that much
limbs.
damage, man? It's just annoying.
It's got so many limbs, though. It's like a one-creature gangbang.
It's when you stitch together all the zombies to make one big giant zombie. Then you cut them to pieces and they make better units. Because they're individual. And individuality is the way to the future.
I gotta kill it. I gotta kill it. I can't get away.
We're not going to be able to do it.
I can't get
Jump
away.
at it. Oh,
See, now
it's
this-
one of those things.
maybe
It's a
say-
Smeagol.
I knew there was.
Why does he look like Smeagol?
But I had to take the chance.
Oh, it's so Smeagol.
It's an aborted fetus that got
It's a
ate by a
weird
cat demon.
dragon
That's what I'm saying.
thing.
Oh, I hate it so much.
That's what happens when you turn into a simp, guys.
You look like that.
Yeah. Mrs. gives me titty pics, yes. You gotta do the Sigfrid. Where's he at?
He's down there somewhere.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's in the profane capital.
Not yet. He's stuck in the fucking cage, isn't
Yeah,
he?
he's in a prison.
Yeah.
In the profane capital.
Oh, I thought he was up here in the dungeon.
I don't think so. Maybe he is. I don't think so.
Ah, there's a couple of them.
Yeah, because there's a big fucking giant or some shit. And he's like in a cage in a wall, and he's like, "Leave me to die, bitch." And you're like,
Maybe he is. But
"No."
if he is, he's pretty close to the end of the
Yeah, he's like right there, but I don't.
Where is that
If you
dungeon?
go into the capital, I don't know if he spawns. That ain't real.
Oh, it's real.
That ain't real, bitch. That be a mimic.
I don't like fighting it in this tiny room, though.
Yeah, but then he can't do his cartwheel kicks of death. Besides, you've got enough poise, you outmatch him.
Give me your sweet, sweet.
Did he give you the... You know what I'm talking about? Like the okay sign thing, like right when he died? Something about the way that his hand was poised right when he died made it look like the gotcha hand.
Huh.
And I just think that would be really funny now that I think about it.
Yeah, that's the giant.
That's the giant right there. I don't know if I should jump down.
No, if you go down, if you go forward, there's stairs that go down to where he is. Hammer.
Oh,
It's the only thing I'm good at is pointing out weapons. I'm your squire. I'll say hammer, and I'll give you the appropriate lance or whatever you need to counteract a hammer.
probably not a lance. Maybe a lance. If I was on.
I don't know. I'm just thinking something long and pointy.
If I was not on a horse, a lance would not be terribly effective.
Because
Speaking of Lance, you all remember Mrs. Lance?
of course I do.
She was the raddest. She was our English teacher. She was probably my favorite teacher.
You should back up. All right, never mind. Never retreat.
Only a coward retreats.
Yes.
Well,
Only a coward has one Estus flask left.
I was gonna say I was playing more on the strategery. Yeah, but he's down there, man.
You might actually just want to jump down on him. I mean, if all of the... okay,
Well,
so
he's a big old motherfucker, so... Hey, I mean, he's just a big old motherfucker. Can you even get down that way? Holy shit, you can! He's a sleeping giant, though. So don't fuck him up.
Sleepy, his sleepy texture.
Sleepy stretching texture.
That's the only way to go, though. Poor guy.
Wake up, dummy!
Wakes up and immediately gets bitch slapped.
It's worth it! It's worth it! I missed!
Oh, God.
Drink! Drink the blood of the sun!
Wait, where do I go?
Okay.
You right there.
Okay.
I would have died.
You didn't drink the blood of the sun. You know what? I know why they call it Sunny D, because even the sun wants the dick every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah.
Nathan, you've never quested for the D?
No.
Really? Not even Tenacious D? Are you kidding me?
No. I don't like Jack Black.
Oh my god, why?
Sir.
Why don't you like Jack Black? What specifically irks you about Jack Black?
He's not funny. We're good at acting.
But what
You've
about
seen
Tenacious
School of
D?
Rock, right? Like,
No, because I don't like Jack Black.
it's unfortunate because
I
it's
did-
a really well done movie.
I did like him in Peter Jackson's King Kong. But that's because I like Peter Jackson's King Kong more so than...
Why?
Why? Because it was well made.
Really?
Yeah.
God, you're such
Was
a
it?
mixture
No.
of fucking opinions, man.
It was. Peter Jackson's a fine filmmaker.
He sure is. His video games suck ass, though. The ones that he's directed, anyway.
You talking about Legend?
I was also talking about the King
Legendary.
Kong game that they made out of this fucking movie.
I
Also
kind of
that,
like
yeah.
the King Kong game.
Nah, popular culture wouldn't agree with you, but, you know, that's okay.
I thought it was alright.
I'm sure it was alright. But a lot of people do not agree with that sentiment. You need to watch out for the kikis.
And also for your health because it's still very short.
It'll grow.
They're hucking bomb loogies at you.
He threw a snot goblet at you. Nose goblin, yeah.
Are you still on about that?
Yeah, I love that shit, man. I didn't even know it was real.
Yeah.
Did you know about nose goblins, Nathan?
No.
You're familiar with Ren and Stimpy, right?
No.
No. Well, that's probably why.
The golden age of animation, man. After the rubber hose. Actually, I think that was probably the golden age of animation. To
I
be
think
honest.
technically, yeah.
It is the golden age because it didn't cost that much to animate. That might be a lie. Don't fact check me on that. I know that it got more expensive after World War II. These people were like, we need skill sets, and this is one of them. And I only remember that because of like the Walt Disney Company and how it like after it increased in cost to animate things. Wow, you did that in one swipe. Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, he was like, fuck this, I'm building Disneyland. And that's like the preface of why he didn't do any more animation.
There was
he did.
also the Xerox era of Disney
Exactly.
where they fucking copied their roughs in order to make final cells. gets kind of ugly.
I think that's so fucking cool though with the cell thing though.
Yeah. Well,
that's such an awesome way to do it.
It's probably the most versatile way of doing it, but it's also the most time-consuming.
That is true, but I don't know. It just
like
made it look so
programming
awesome.
machine code.
Yeah. Nathan, do you have a favorite animation or something along the lines of that?
Like a favorite animated film?
No, I don't know, like a style or like, yeah, I guess. You more of a CGI boy or...
No, I don't like CGI.
More of a practical effects kind of guy.
I love practical effects, yes. Big on practical effects.
So, like...
Claymation.
I was gonna say Walt Disney's Mary Poppins, but...
Unironically, I do like claymation. If it's... I mean, obviously, there's a standard, right? Like,
Yeah.
There's
good
always a
claymation is very impressive
Yeah.
to me because it's very difficult to do and to do well.
You ever watch any of the Primus music videos?
Yes, you've shown them to me.
They are mostly claymation.
So, you're more of a fan of, like The Nightmare Before Christmas and, like, that kind of style of
Wallace
animation?
and Gromit.
Yeah, Wallace and Gromit. What's that third one I'm thinking of? There's
Coraline.
one more that's like... What'd you say?
Coraline.
No, that wasn't the one I was thinking of. There's one more...
Pirates, Band of Misfits.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No. What am I thinking of?
What did it have in it?
I don't remember. I'm really trying, man. The cogs are turning in my brain.
Flushed away.
Yes! DreamWorks style claymation.
Well, that right there was done by the fucking Wallace and Gromit people.
That was probably why I couldn't think of it, because it was in the same vein of thing.
I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, he's down there, by the way, in that fucking...
You might also be thinking of Chicken Run, because that was another thing that
That's another one. I was like, there was like a certain... I was trying to think of the company. It was like, I think it's DreamWorks.
You ready to
It's
see
not
me,
DreamWorks, it's... Oh, God, I'm going to have to fucking Google
Ready to
that.
see me get gangbanged by like a billion basilisks?
Sure,
Ah! That's the first time one fooled you.
I wasn't paying attention because I was looking at the basilisks.
Oh, God, I hate them.
Yeah, cursed boys.
Yeah, these are the other
Do not
enemies
let
in
them
these
eat
games
your
that I
ass.
really hate.
You're gonna get hollowed, man. They're just gonna keep coming.
Oh, hey there, fella.
Here comes the spider chest. Ah!
Oh, that's gonna suck.
Uh-oh, okay, no.
He ate your
okay.
grundle, man.
Bet he did.
Did you consent first?
No.
We can get them on legal terms then.
Wow.
File a lawsuit. Breaking news. A knight of Sealand has been brutally molested by a chest with a tongue. To the point where he is now raw and chafing. I hate that there's no other fucking bonfire here, man.
Yes, it's quite annoying.
Ardman Studios, that's who did Wallace and
Ardman. Weren't they under DreamWorks though?
Let's find out.
I don't want to like pitch it like I know what I'm talking about, but
Ardman Animations, Ardman Studios, or simply Ardman, British animation studio based in Bristol. Films using stop motion, plasticine characters like in Wallace and Gromit. They also did
Of all
computer
people,
generated
yes.
stuff. 5 locations, 1 in Bristol, England. Let me see. Maybe Flushed Away was. I feel like Flushed Away was.
I don't know. I'm really thinking of it. But yeah, I'm not Googling anything. I'm just kind of...
Paramount. Yeah, DreamWorks. Aardman Animations and also DreamWorks Animation.
Yeah, there we go. See, that's...
So they partnered with DreamWorks in order to make Flushed Away because
Slappy.
Flushed Away was actually done in CG.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
Basically, they digitized
The clay.
claymation. They made something in CG that looks like their normal claymation-y shit.
Which is kind of impressive all by itself.
That's how Doom was made. All the original Doom enemies were first made in claymation and then digitized, almost kind of like a rotoscope.
You really getting your ass handed to you by a rat?
Shut up.
Shut up! Fuck you! Fuck you, Mario!
Fuck you, Mario.
You hear
I
him?
know you're up there, you punks.
You hear him? Too bad you can't place like tripwires and shit. That'd be too easy. That's the Bioshock way of doing it.
Remember when Bioshock made good games?
What? Bioshock's a game, though, not
Bioshock
a
is
company.
a franchise.
Oh, I'm thinking of BioWare.
Yeah.
Remember when
There
BioWare
you go.
made good
BioWare.
games?
Yeah.
Is that System Shock? Is that what I'm thinking of?
No, BioWare did Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh! You're right!
Dragon
How could I forget?
Age,
I
Dragon
fucking
Age,
loved...
Mass Effect.
Mass Effect.
I loved Old Republic more than a lot of other Star Wars games, man.
I can understand why people enjoy it, but I don't.
Run away from the curse, Nathan. Because he's coming for you. Why didn't you like it?
The combat sucks all kinds of
Okay, well
dick,
that's
and it's
fair.
not fun.
I like the expanded universe that it added.
Yeah, like I totally get that. Like
It's fucking great.
I totally understand why people who would be into that shit would enjoy the game. I just don't get why the combat was the way it was.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense as a turn-by-turn to me, but it's really easy to get fucked.
Not only
It
that,
is
but like
super easy
you
to get
got
fucked.
lightsabers, man.
Yeah.
That's exciting. That you should be all up in that. Speaking of which, all up in
I'm
that
not
shit.
used to fighting mimics that are
Do
doing
that.
whatever this one is doing.
Yeah. I hate it. It's doing the chick from the ring.
The Grudge. Well, apparently, just don't stay next to its mouth.
Dark Clutch Ring, good.
That's when I have a hold of your arm. Dark Clutch. Dark Clutch! Yeah, he's down yonder with the giant. And he's like, leave me. Ah! Giant fucking rats!
I have the key to his cell now.
You do? There's like a certain way to get to it, though. Oh, fuck this next part.
This room is
I hate this next part.
a nightmare. For
Witches plus fetus Smeagol's, as we've been calling them.
You just gotta run, man.
You don't want to fight them?
No.
But they're going to take you.
Screw all those items.
Oh God, your health bar.
Yep. Don't
Oh
sneeze.
God, keep running, keep going,
don't
go,
sneeze,
go,
you'll
go,
die.
go, go, go.
We're
Dude, you literally have
You've got no health. Keep running.
You have a pixel.
we're entering the profaned capital now. A big ass gargoyle.
They're still
fly
following
down
you.
and
Continue to
stab
run.
me. I can take it. I can take this
Damn it.
bitch.
You are a scary motherfucker. You know that? You like to live on the edge. Literally, look at your health's finally coming back. Your capacity to have health is coming back at least.
Drink it thing.
I'm this close to exploding! God damn. Go down to the microscopic level of that, man. I didn't realize you could be that close to death. It's the vitality of a cancer patient, dude. It's that itty bit of health.
There are far too many of them in there.
There are, but they usually walk in a circle, but since he ran through them, that's all fucked up now. So you could, like, take them out one by one, but Nathan kind of made his bet on this.
Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
Are you?
She's
They're just
draining.
doing it by
All in
staring
John
at you.
Oates.
Yes, that's what, yeah. I thought they could only do a certain amount, but apparently I was wrong. And you don't have, they don't even have to, like, be in their eyesight. They could just fucking do it.
Hey, a mimic.
Hey, do you really think that's a good idea?
Beans.
Is this the coal? Remember there being
I
ashes
feel
or
like
something?
there's something.
Yeah, there's a fetus Smeagol thing in here. No, there's a cross dude. There's a cross dude somewhere, right?
Oh, I don't see anyone.
He'll come.
Hanging to the ceiling.
He'll come. Yeah.
Oh, the screaming boy.
Hmm. Notice that didn't get either of us. Suck my foldy flappy holds. You can't kill me in a way that matters. What the fuck is that one doing?
She's
staring
going to
at
see
you
that
and-
screamy boy. She's like, why is that guy making all kinds of racket?
Lights out at 10, goddammit! I will kick you out of this fucking hellhole.
Hey, dummy, I was already outside, idiot.
Top 10 Nathan insults 2020.
Dummy.
Fucking grundle.
Oh no.
How's it going, dude?
How's it going, Toad?
Oh,
Stay away
this
from
is
the
a
alcohol.
this is a regular gentleman.
Yep, he's gonna kick you.
That's how I greeted Blaine last time I saw him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he got it though, because I don't know if he still watches the Grubs.
Take your big fucking butter knife and kill him.
Oh, God!
Jesus.
The fucking cartwheel kicks.
He fucking
Jesus.
Naruto Shippuden'd your ass. I've never seen a human being do a spin kick towards someone else in actual combat. I feel like that would be more frightening.
Probably
than
not very effective.
Probably not, because for one, yeah, there's the big crossbow I was talking about.
Big crossbow.
Big
A
crossbow.
lichen.
Big fallen. Yeah,
Wait.
just,
Still losing health. Fucking kill her.
he's trying to tease her solder
Trying to
iron.
bait an attack, but
She wasn't falling for it.
take the bait.
She couldn't take her goddamn eyes off you, Nathan.
Don't
You
blame her.
sexy
I am a
hunk of a
specimen
man.
of a man.
You with your big red nose.
Specimen of mine.
Karl Marx looking motherfucker.
That's the problem with knights and shit back then. You could just plead like I'm bound by the knight's oath to never remove my helmet, and you could be ugly as fuck and get like a lord's woman. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which
And then
is
she
cool.
gets you in bed and takes the fucking knight's helmet off, and she's like,
Like, haha, you agreed to it though.
Yeah, it's too late of that. I mean, women had no
Haha,
choice,
tricked you.
So it really didn't matter.
That is true. They were, and that's the other thing. Like with marriages and shit, like they were just allegiance contracts. Now they don't really serve much of anything apparently, or so they would have. Oh, the Dragon Peak.
There's a good Stanhope bit about like the concept of marriage. He's like, it is fucking useless. If it didn't exist, would you create it?
Probably not. Monogamy is
Like,
apparently not-
baby, this stuff that we got between you and me, it's so hot. We gotta get lawyers in on this shit.
That's true. It's a true sentiment, man. I mean, I think it's more of like a everyone else does it, so you need to do it too. You know, I feel like it's one of those. At least you got a shortcut now, there, Nathan.
You did.
It's true.
I like that particular aspect
You know,
of the way this
with
game is designed.
the effort that you used to yell, you probably could have got that.
I was busy rubbing
You
my
looked at
eyes.
it and you were like, ah! You could have just walked off.
Ooh, lightning
Lightning
blade.
blade.
Anything electricity is good.
Should have gone back to a bonfire.
Maybe. You got this, though.
3
Go fight that fucking giant.
Where is he? How do I get to it?
Oh, you don't remember? Go left. Go back to where you came from. Not the elevator, but there's Smeagol motherfuckers in here.
This looks new.
Boy, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there really are.
Oh,
Wow,
God.
there's a lot of them.
There are too many.
1, 2,
Six
3,
of them
4,
in here.
5.
Well, they take 2 hits, don't they?
Do they
Yeah.
all aggro? Oh, God.
They'll have to
No,
take
it's
3. There's one sleeping next to you. Fucking Smeagol.
Don't think they all aggro.
Hey, that'll do it.
Nice.
Sever the head from the body.
That one, is that?
There's 2 right there, and there's 1 right there. Drink first, though. For the love of God, drink.
They don't do that much damage.
Drink! Nathan, I don't want to be your fucking nutritionalist. Just drink.
Good.
They have wands, too, which
Drink.
fucks me up.
Drink.
And they're like, in order to make this happen and work, I'm going to slap it on the ground a couple of times.
They're truly quite gross.
I hate it.
Now they're creating a fuck.
Oh, God. Drank.
Now I might drink.
That's how they make the magic work, though, man. They got to slap the fucking wand on the ground 2 times. It's the only way they know how magic works.
Dummy. Give
There
me
you
your
go.
tailbone spear.
1 more. End his lineage.
I killed your whole family and I'm glad.
Profane.
Hey, the profane toll.
That's a really shitty image for that.
Yeah, the
Just a
coals are all
skull
kinda-
with some fire on
It
it.
was a
Yeah.
spooky cold
Okay,
skull.
so if you go back to the left, is that like where you came from?
I came from. Yes.
With the big rats and shit?
Yes.
Yeah, go through there, and then go back to like the sewer area and go left again, and then just fall into the hole with the giant.
Oh, you just jump in?
Yeah,
with
you
it?
just... Well, I think there's like an easier jump, like right there, on like down. Yeah, there you go. Because then you won't be in the... It's still a hit, but I mean...
Big shit.
It's easier. I think there's a shortcut you can unlock now, too, through up their stairs before you gank that fucker.
And you just pick at his feet until he dies.
Yeah, pretty
Boy,
much.
this place is lousy with mimics, isn't it?
It's the dungeon, man. There's always mimics. There's mimics all over the
Is this the only
goddamn
thing
place.
that's in here, or is there like an invisible wall?
No, there's a ladder.
Good.
Yeah, you passed it. It's right next to the entrance.
Am I retarded?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
No, you're just blind. You suffer one disability over another.
Are you a regular boy? Okay.
He's a regular stand-up guy. See, that sounded like a joke. It was actually clever wordplay. Fuck you.
Clever wordplay, I think, constitutes a joke.
Maybe.
See, doesn't he look like he's doing the fucking okay hand? Like,
Oh yeah, he totally was. You're right. I'm gonna punch you twice in your shoulder now.
I had a boss that used to do that to me while I was with clients.
Really?
Yeah, no joke. It was
All
really funny.
the
though.
Boy,
time.
this is like a Metal Gear ladder.
It sure fucking is,
What
man.
a thrill. With darkness and silence through the night.
Nathan, you keep missing the door. There's a door right there.
There's
Wow.
no door in here.
Dude, look at the left wall.
Right there.
Right there. You see that opening?
That's invisible.
That is not invisible.
Invisible.
It is very hard to see, though.
And then you'd go back in through there. So that's like the Hammer Boy and shit.
Ow!
You see?
Oh, God, there's
Yeah.
far too many.
Well, that
Oh,
shortcut
no.
sucks. That's the worst shortcut ever.
But it gets you back to the
That's
bonfire, which I thought is what you wanted.
That shortcut is not a good shortcut. Don't approve.
This is like a Metal Gear, that.
What a thrill.
I've never even played that game. I've seen it referenced, and I remember the song.
Dead.
I'm tired of these
Worst
baby golems.
Well, then stop having abortions, Nathan.
It's all your fault.
I don't have any abortions.
That you know of.
No woman will lay with me.
God damn it! You guys gotta keep taking it to fucking places like that. No woman would ever lay with a wretch like me. I bet those women would love to have you as their simp. So technically they would lay with you, but it wouldn't be pleasurable. They
Women
would
don't
use
lay
you like a
with
Dixie
simps.
stick.
Yeah, that's kind of the point.
What'd you say about simps?
Women
Women
don't
don't
lay
lay
with
with simps.
You're right. Wait, is there a way to unlock that gate right next to you?
Yes, there is now. I believe. Now,
Where does that come from,
I
then?
have a key to a room in here, though, that has something in it. No, I don't.
You are
I have
incorrect.
2 keys to this area, and I don't know what.
I think
you're
the
on.
old cell key is the one you take Sigvard out, but I don't know about the jailkeeper key or whatever.
I got this rusty key.
Isn't this like the second time you busted Siegfried out of jail?
Yes. Well, the first time it was a well.
Yeah.
The first time the water gods were pissed. This time it's regular gods.
You triggered there.
You've triggered the spastic kickies. They're gonna kick you, Nathan. What are you gonna do about it?
Good cry.
If you could fuck one of the M&M people from the advertisements, which M&M person would you
The
fuck?
green
Green.
one, obviously.
You guys!
Fucking
That's a
question was that? She was like the
stupid
only
question.
female. The
No,
only
the brown
female
one. The
in
brown
room.
one's a lady, isn't she?
Yes.
Is she?
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
But she's not nearly as sexy as the green one is.
You both gave me. I wish I would have had a webcam going at that point, because Nathan, you acted like it was such like a surefire. Like,
We
why
both-
would you even ask such a stupid question?
Yeah. That was right behind him. Green.
You both had like the
obviously.
same fucking face. God, I loved that. Green, obviously. I don't know. I think I'd want to go for the orange one because of the pretzel inside.
It just sounds unpleasant. Get out of here.
I think I'm wearing.
You're gonna
What
die.
are you doing?
Nathan, you are teasing fate. You have put butter on the nipple of a woman that you want to bed, and she's trying to brand you.
The next metaphor there confuses me.
Well, it wasn't a metaphor at all. It was just me fucking riffing. That's all I do. I thought you knew me. I just put words together and hopefully they make sense.
They did, though. In that instance, they did not.
Well, I mean, I still think it's funny.
Something about putting butter on a lady's nipple. Yeah.
Butter or whipped cream, take your fucking poison. I think we should end this episode because I think it's an hour now.
Whipped cream would stick better. Butter would just kind of slide off, I think.
Well, you know, fire and napalm are two very different substances then.
I would agree. One is a substance and the other is fire. I think that counts as a substance.
You can bottle fire, though.
You can't really.
It's called glass, Nathan. You can bottle fire.
No.
Yeah. Are you going to stop so we can end the episode?
Well, I'm gonna continue to run, but yes, you can stop there. I just want to be past this area for the next one.
That's fair.
Assuming we're doing another one today.
Alright, everybody. We'll see you guys in the next episode of whatever the fuck this is.
See you in the next episode.
Bye. Do you guys want to do another one?
I don't know about that, man. It's getting late.
I was going to say, Zach
got
seems
work
pretty
tomorrow.
dead.
God, what a dick.
He literally blurts it. Hey, there's a dude coming by.
Fuck that shit.
You didn't pay your taxes.
I didn't take the shortcut.
Fucking clicks his heels and I don't know why you didn't take the shortcut. I just assumed you were
I wasn't thinking about it.
you're being a cool boy.
Farming souls, because you only got fucking
500 now.
Yeah, not a lot.
Damn near
It's
6.
time to throw caution to the wind.
Do it. Do it, white boy.
Really didn't do that much damage.
No, it's
But it did get me here a lot faster. I'm gonna fall.
Yep.
Oh shit.
and you're dead.
Okay.
There goes 45,000 souls. All right, woo!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
800 million souls gone to the wind.
This has been Dark Souls 3. Okay.